Hello everyone, welcome to my math teacher. This video is all about algebra basics. I believe a strong foundation is a must to learn algebra. This can be achieved only by mastering the basics. Here, this video is all about teaching the terminology used in algebra. Let us start from here, that is the variables. What are variables? The unknown values, the values which we don't know, or the value that changes. They are always represented with the alphabet such as X, Y, M, A. Okay, these are called as variables. The next is constants. What are constants? Constants are fixed value or the known value. For example, the value of 15 here is 15 only. So you can't change the value. Whereas minus 4, and the value of 0 is 0, which is nothing. Next, value of 8. These are the examples for constants. The next one, the operators which we use: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Let me give an example for this. Let us take the first one. X is the variable, which is, I am using this arithmetic operator which is plus here. What is the constant? 15. Now, so it is the combination of variable, constant and the arithmetic operator. Now I am going to apply some value to x here. So when x is equal to 2 here. If I apply x is equal to 2, what happens? 2 plus 15 gives us 17. Okay. Now when x is equal to, let us take another value, 10. 10 plus 15 is equal to 25. Okay. Notice the calculation which we have made. When x value is equal to 2, okay, when we do the actual calculation, we have got the answer as 17. And when we change the x value as 10 here, the answer changes, that is 25. Okay. Now you can understand this is called as variable. Variable means when the value changes, the final output also changes. Okay. Now you can notice here, this is the constant which we call them as fixed value. The constant is throughout the calculation, it remained the same. Now you can understand the difference between variable and constant. To sum up, the value which changes or unknown values, they are called as variables. The fixed value, they are called as constants. So here we are using arithmetic operators to do the calculation. Now let us move on to the next word, that is term. What is the meaning of the word term here in algebra? It is simple. It may refer to constants like this, like 5 minus 81. The value which is fixed, they are constant. And it can refer to variable as well, like this y and c. These are the different variables. They are also called as terms. Okay. And then variables multiplied. What is the meaning of variables multiplied? For example, x into x, we write it as x square. Okay. Variable multiplied by another variable, it is x square. This is called as term. Okay. You can write y into z, which is y into z is multiplied 2 times z square. This is also called as term. So what is the meaning? Variables multiplied can be also referred as term here. PQ is, P is the variable multiplied by the next variable Q. Okay. The next one, constant and variables multiplied together. You can see this 4 is a constant, okay, which is multiplied. The meaning is, if there is no symbol here, the meaning is 4 into y. So what is the meaning of 4y? Which is, as you can see, there is no operator seen here, which means it is always multiplied. 4 is multiplied by y, which gives us 4y. Okay. Now 4 multiplied by y, which is 4 is constant here and y is the variable. The same way, minus 7 into z. So what is the meaning? Minus 7 is multiplied by z. The meaning is minus 7 into z. Always remember, if there is no operator given in between a constant and variable, which means it is a product. Let us sum up the word term. Term can be constant, simply variable, variables multiplied, constant and variables multiplied. Okay. The next word, expression. So what is the meaning of expression? One or more terms. So here I have given example only for single terms. Expression is combination of one or more terms. It can be either separated by addition or subtraction. Okay. Now for example, let us take the same x and 15. X is a variable which is also called as term. This is referred as term. Specifically, we will mention this as a variable. And 15 is a constant. Again, in general, it is called as the next term, because terms are constants, variables multiplied, and variable constant multiplied. How many terms are there? 2 terms are there. Here, I am joining these 2 terms with a operator which is plus, that is x plus 15. Now, this as a whole, it is called as expression. Okay, now look at this. 2a divided by b plus c. Okay, this is a simple example. Now the next one, x square minus 5xy plus y square. So I can highlight this. X square is one term. 5xy is again the next term, because constant multiplied by variable and variable. Here variable multiplied together. Now here y square is variable and variable multiplied. In between we can see the operators minus and plus here. Okay. To sum up, we can say it can be one or more terms which are separated by either addition or subtraction. Now you can see 10n. It's a simple, only one term is there. 10 multiplied by n. Okay. Now 22z minus 18. What is the meaning? 22z is a term. A constant is multiplied to a variable, and 18 is again a term because it's a simple constant here. Now both are connected with this operator. What is the operator given? That is minus. Okay. Now this is called as a term 1, and the next one is the second term 2. So this as a whole together we can say 22z minus 18. It is together called as expression. Okay. Now, so these are the examples of expression. Now the next one, that is coefficient. What is a coefficient? Coefficient is very simple. Constant or variable multiplied to a variable. What is that? Let us look at this example. You can clearly say 5x, we know that 5 is multiplied by x. Here the 5 is the coefficient, that is what is multiplied to the x. Here the coefficient is with respect to the variable x. Now what is multiplied to x? That is 5. Now 11 is multiplied to x. Now what is the coefficient? 11 is multiplied to x. Now this number is called as the coefficient. Now here with respect to x, now what is multiplied to x here? Y is multiplied to x. Now then y is the coefficient of x. Okay, the constant or the variable which is multiplied to the particular variable. Okay, here we are referring to x here. The same way a into x. Now you can see a is multiplied to x, then it is the coefficient of x, a. Okay, minus 13 into x. So what is the coefficient? Minus 13, which is multiplied to x. The same way 55 into x. As you can see, I have given all the coefficient in the red color so that you can understand very clearly. 55 into x. 55 is the coefficient of x. That is the number which is multiplied to the variable, or the variable which is multiplied to the variable. Okay. Now m square x. So what is multiplied to x? M square is multiplied. So m square is the variable. The same way 1 into x. If it is simply x, what is the meaning? It is 1 multiplied by any number is that number, which means 1 into x is x. So we can say 1 is the coefficient of x. Polynomials. What are polynomials? Polynomials is an algebraic expression which contains one or more terms. So that we know the terms are separated by plus or minus sign. Okay. For example, 5x square. 5x square is one term. 4x is the second term and 2 is the third term. They are joined together with the operator that is plus here. So in general it is called as polynomial. As a whole it is referred as polynomial. Let us now learn what is not a polynomial. Okay, simply the term, for example x here, which is under the radical sign, then it is not a polynomial. If the degree, for example the exponent, the power of the variable, here x is the variable, what is the power? 1 by 3. It should not be a fraction. The next one is 1 by x square. We know that 1 by x square is x power minus 2. That is, a negative exponent is positive fraction. We have studied this in just the previous exercise. Okay. Now, here we know that negative exponent is equal to the positive fraction. So, the exponent cannot be negative. So, what is the meaning here? 1 by x square. So, when you convert it, it will become x power minus 2. Then, the power of the exponent of the variable cannot be negative. So, the same here as well, x power minus 2, it cannot be negative. So, let us sum up for what is not a polynomial. The terms cannot be under the radical sign such as like this. Terms cannot have negative exponents like this and this one, and it should not have a fractional exponents. Okay. Types of polynomials. We are going to classify the polynomials. This is based on the terms. Okay. The first one is monomial, that is, which contains only one term. This is only one term. The same way 3x square. If it is only one term present, then it is called a monomial. Okay. If it is two terms, the first example we have seen this x plus 5. There are two terms here, one here and the next one. Okay. If there are two terms, then it is called as binomial. The next example is 2m square plus 1. Here 2m square is the first term, the second term is 5. Okay, it is joined by this operator plus. Okay, the same for the next one, 5x square minus 4x. There are two terms, then it is called as binomial as a whole. Now you can see trinomial means three terms, 1, 2, 3, which are connected with the operators minus and plus. Okay, the same way 1, 2, 3. The polynomials which are having three terms, they are called as trinomial. If it contains many terms, more than 3 in general, they are referred as polynomial. As you can see, 4x square, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 terms we have, more than 3. It is polynomial. Okay, so it contains many terms, then it is referred as polynomials. The same way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all are connected with the plus symbol. Then it is 6 terms, which means many terms, then it is also referred to as the polynomial. So types of polynomial based on terms. 1 is called monomial, 2 is called binomial, 3 is called trinomial, and many terms are called as polynomial. The last one, types of polynomials based on degrees. What is degree? Degree is any variable. Take any variable. Let me take this y power 4. Okay. The power of the variable is called as degree. The degree is 4 here. Degree is 4. If it is z power 10, what is the degree here? Degree is the power of the particular variable, which is 10. Okay. Now look at this. 8 minus 5, 110. As you can see, there are no variable present here and they are constants. Clearly we can see they are constant. Now what is the degree of the constant? Degree of the constant is always 0. How? Let us see. Let us take the same number 8. Okay. So always remember, degree is with respect to the variable. It is multiplied by any variable. Let us take the variable as x. Okay. Constant is 8. I want to be multiplied by x. Here my value is 8. It should not be changed because the constant is having the fixed value. Now what to do here? In the place of x, what should be the degree? If it is 0 here, we know that any number to the power 0 is equal to 1. This is what we learned in laws of exponents. Okay. Now, if I apply 0, what happens here? 8 into 1. Any number to the power 0 is 1. 8 into 1 is 8. Okay. Can you understand? Now, what is the degree of this constant? Degree of the constant is 0. As you can see, for any constant, the degree is always 0. Okay. Now, the next one. Linear polynomial. Linear means the degree of the variable. What is the variable given? There is only one variable, which is m. What is the degree? If it is not mentioned, which means it is 1. Okay. The same way for y, it is again 1. For z, again it is 1. If the degree is 1, then it is called as linear polynomial. Okay. The next one. If the degree is 2, you can see here, 2y square. What is the degree of this variable? It is 2. Here x square, 5x square plus 4x. Here degree is 1. So you can have the confusion here. Which one to choose? Always choose the higher one, which is 2 here. Degree is 2. Okay. If you have more than one variable, just compare the powers. Here it is 1. And here it is 2. Always the highest one is the degree of the polynomial. Here all the variables is having 2 as the degree, then it is called quadratic polynomial. The last one, it is cubic polynomial, which is when the degree is 3, then it is called as cubic polynomial. Example, 8x cube, the degree is 3 here. Okay, then it is cubic polynomial. Here x cube, x square, it is x power 1. Then when you compare, this is the highest one. So 3 is the degree, then it is called as cubic polynomial. The last one, 6 minus x cube, again 3 is the degree, then it is called as cubic polynomial. I hope this video is really useful to understand the basics of algebra. See you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye. Keep practicing.